Hiya, Zelda Mash from Manifest Merriment After Divorce, because that's what we're trying to do. We are trying to create your happiness, okay? Divorce sucks, we know that, but you can get over it. We can all get over it. Anyway, so now we're going to talk about the programs that I have in place. And I've told this, the ex, who? I've got this awesome meme on here. Ran into my ex, put it in reverse and ran over him again. It's hilarious, isn't it? Wouldn't you if you could? We're hoping not really, because we don't want to get into trouble. We're trying to be doing things nice and consciously here. So anyway, this foolproof strategy-based program I have 3 programs, which I will discuss. So each program has a similar weekly content. However, the delivery is slightly different. Well, you'll find out, you'll discover that as we go through. So what we're doing is this foolproof strategy-based program will guarantee you'll get over him and not give him a second thought any longer than necessarily. And is that not what we all want right now? Okay, this is the rapid recovery program that I'm talking about here. And I know everybody's got their different take and their different takeaways from their marriage. And we'll work on that on an individual basis because, like I say, everyone's divorce is divorce, but that's the one word. But everybody has come out of it different, and you'll never go back to what you were before then either. So anyway, so it is very tailor-made, individually based, and it's outcome-based as well. So what we're doing is consciously putting your time and energy where it belongs. Will not allow you to reclaim your own life, but to unveil who you really are. See, this is what I mean. I've got a bird making a lot of noise out there. I hope you can hear me. So when I say reclaiming your own life, this is like you are a new person. You've come out a whole new person. Don't ever forget that. Do never for 1 minute think you are ever going to get back to who you were before. She's changed. She's grown. She's got so much life experience now. Freaking hell. She may not know what she wants right now, but she's going to find out, okay? She's going to find out who she really is. Because once we start whipping away all the issues, all the shit that's come with it, then we start to open up, find our own power, create our own passions. It all comes with a little bit of time. As each week goes on, you're going to be surprised by who you are in there. So let's unlock her and let's get working into who you are. Who you really are, should I say. You're going to learn to love yourself. And I know for a lot of women, you've been smashed to pieces emotionally. I know I was each time. Whether it's what I thought was the right thing to do or not, it still affects us mentally, physically, emotionally. It's draining, okay? It destroys our insides. There's no denying it, okay? So what we're going to do is we're going to learn to nurture ourselves, and we're not putting a plaster over it or a band-aid or whatever you call it, wherever you are. We're not doing that. We're going to dig it all out. We're going to discover what it is, and we're going to love it. We're going to learn to love everything about ourselves, all our flaws, all our issues, everything we've got going on in here, we're going to learn how to love it, okay? Unconditionally. So you'll have room, well, you won't have any room for what was there, put it that way. Excuse me, I'll drink water. There you go. So when you do start to become to love yourself, and then you get to that point of loving yourself unconditionally, that is when it gets freaking amazing, because you will not have room in here for anybody that ain't worthy. Trust me. You're not going to take no crap from no one anymore. You're not just going to let anybody in, because you're going to learn what fits you. You are going to learn what you want in here and what you ain't letting in. Your standards are going to be raised, and this is called your boundary setting. You're going to set your boundaries so high that you're going to know what you want, not just know what you don't want. Because I know for many of us, we know what we don't want. Nah, don't want that, don't want that. But you can't say what you want because you don't know. You're not ready for that yet, but we're going to get you ready, okay? That's our aim. Love yourself unconditionally so that you ain't going to let no crap in again. Because if you're anything like injured, vulnerable, uncertain, don't want to be on your own, feel lonely, feel desperate to get that void filled, just fill yourself first, okay? Don't go rushing in. Please don't make this same mistake that many of us have made time and time again. You just think you're ready because you don't give a shit about so-and-so anymore. That is not where you want to be right now, okay? You want to give a shit, but you want that giving a shit to be more focused on you, okay? Give a shit, but put it where it belongs. That's the key. And remember, you are worthy and you do have the right to live the life that you was intended to live, okay? So take what's yours, and that means happiness, that means joy, that means bliss, that means living the life you want to live, not the life you think you should be living or the life you believe you deserve. Screw that. You are capable of living exactly how you want. So if you want to live the trashy life and let your past patterns continue to rule your life, and you're going through drama after toxic relationship, after magnetizing all these, oh God forbid I'm saying this, these narcissistic freaking individuals into our lives, then carry on. Don't change anything, because that's all you think you're worth, and you're not worth so much more. You just got to learn to believe it. You just got to put your value where it belongs, okay? So in case you was wondering, because I know we're all wondering after I've just said this, that there is amazing and perfect out there. There's some man or woman, depends on your situation, out there with your name all over it, or him, or her, wherever. There's somebody there, and when you're in your perfect place, where you are in control of yourself and you love yourself unconditionally, when you know your worth and you've got your own self-esteem, you've got your own boundaries, you've let him go, he will just simply just walk straight into your life, and you will not know what's freaking hit you. And that is where my conscious dating program comes in, because that will get you there. But I want you to forget about him first. I want you to do the rapid recovery program first. That's my ideal situation, because then I believe once you pass that, you are on the right path to going on our conscious dating program. And that is freaking amazing, let me tell you. It's freaking amazing. It's really deep and meaningful. I mean, the first one is obviously, it's just a different depth, okay? And then after there, we have a nurturing program, which is basically make sure you don't get divorced again. Let's just keep you on top, because we all need somebody to give us that support, to give us that kick, to give us that know what we're doing, make sure we don't go off the trail. So anyway, my program progress. So what we do basically is every single week, we've got 10 weeks generally. There are in many cases that some ladies will go over, and that's fine. That's fine. If we feel the need, I'm happy to continue to work for further weeks or months, depending on how much we need. But generalise it's 10 weeks, my original courses. We have a one-on-one hourly Zoom meeting. Sometimes they can go over. I try and stick to the hours so that we can get you off working on your homework, as I call it, or home play, however you want to word it. That's something annoying me. And we'll do journaling, daily tasks, weekly tasks, some fun stuff in there and some not so fun stuff, but we're constantly, each week, first week we stick with questions where we find out where we're going to go. Sometimes that may drift over to week 2, depending on how we're managing with the questions on week 1. Week 2 is the same, except we talk about some coping strategies on where we're going to go moving forwards, and if you're not dealing with it, how we're going to make you deal with that easier. Third week we go about the importance of doing what you love, which is another interesting aspect. Week after that we go building up confidence and why you need to. Week 5, building structure and forward planning. Week 6, addressing barriers and boundaries that prevent you from moving forwards. Week 7, we discuss on how to handle the ex and co-parenting, or both, or either. Or maybe something different, depending on, like I said, the individual and what we've got going on. May have nothing to do with the divorce by this case, which quite often it's not. Week 8, we're talking about the importance of a healthy lifestyle. As a holistic therapist, I know it's important to look on all aspects of our environment, including our diets and our living situation, where we live, who we live with, what we do for work, for fun. So it's lifestyle, it's everything. Okay, it's important that we look at the whole, not just the one situation, because you're a person with something. Okay. Week 9, impact on being vulnerable and gaining strength. So you're already going to be on the path to this anyway. And week 10 is planning and creating your next steps. Like I say, this may mean having to move on further. If that's what it is, then that's what it is, and that is all your call. Okay, it's a needs must basis, which is absolutely fine, and we're happy to go down whichever route we need to go. So I will talk to you about the rapid recovery. So letting you go of your ex isn't just something you should do, it's absolutely necessary. Stop wasting time and effort